And that's how I racked up 100,000 miles in 2.5 years. Boys and girls, welcome to today's video, which is going to be a 100,000 mile update. Now, the car does not have 100,000 miles. I have had the car for 100,000 miles. So I bought the car on April 7th, 2018, and the car had 235,000 miles on it. And if I can find a picture of it stock when I saw it that day, it was raining the same way it's raining right now. I'll post a picture in the video somewhere. Went to Salisbury, about an hour away, saw it, picked it up, brought it home. I told myself that I was going to lower it on cork sport springs, put some wheels on it, which I did. I'll drop a video, a picture right here of it. And I was cool with it for a while. It still scraped everywhere. You know, I ain't want to tear up, my nice car. Saw airbags, bagged it, but that's a whole other story for another day. But I just want to go over how my last 100,000 miles with this car has been. Like, quite frankly, it's been great. I love this car. It rides good, it handles good. I mean, I really have no complaints from Mazda. Well, I take that back. I don't have any major complaints. I don't have any mechanical or like overall build quality complaints on this car from Mazda. So, like, mechanical wise, motor, transmission, everything, no issues. Other than spark plugs and oil changes, the car has been straight. I need to drain and fill the transmission fluid, but I've been saying that since the car had 80,000 miles on it. So we see how this going. My biggest complaint with this car is the paint chips. The whole front of my car is like, I don't know if it'll show up on the camera. I don't know if y'all can see, but that's all nicks. But that may not be Mazda's fault. That may be the fact that I drive 3,300 miles a month on the highway while they're doing construction. It might not be Mazda's fault, but it's other people who don't have that many miles on their car and their paint is still having those issues. The only other issue that I have, and I don't think this is any fault of mine, is I have a tear in my seat right here. And y'all could say, oh, that's from you, but I don't think that this is necessarily from me, because when I get in the car, I'm sliding this way. So if there's any tears from me, the tear should be going in the opposite direction. But something else with this seat is that it has been previously repaired before I got the car. But I'm going to try to fix this myself, because I've called 3 or 4 shops and they want $400 to replace the bottom of this. The axle boot on this side is ripped and it has slung grease all over the front subframe. And the issues that I've had with my airline, because I bought some cheap airline off of Amazon, and I could place a picture of that right there. It was a third of the price of the airlift airline, and every bit of that line that I've used, I've had a leak in. And right now I have one leak in my car, and that's the line that runs from the 3P management all the way to my passenger side front wheel. And after about 3 or 4 hours, if I leave my car aired up, that side droops down. So, and I've tightened the fitting on the strut and a leader line, and it still leaks. So I'm betting that when I finally pull that line out, I'm going to see where it's leaking in that line. And I now have airlift line. I just need to take an hour and just run that line. And when I run that line, something else that I'm going to be installing is my airlift 3H. So I've had this for like a year and haven't installed it. I don't think anybody with a 3rd gen Mazda 6 is on height sensors. So I may be the first, because I can't find any research on where to mount them jokers on this car. As of today, it has 153,445 miles, and I've not had a lick of issue with this car. Like I said, I bought this car because I was driving my truck 3,200 miles going back and forth to work, and I was putting between $530 and $550 a month in this truck, just going back and forth to work at about 17 miles per gallon. And I like my truck a lot. So instead of killing my truck, I said I'd rather kill something else and actually save my truck. So that's when I bought this. So this was supposed to be, well, it still is, my drive to work car. I work 65 miles away, so that's 135 miles just going back and forth to work, and that's it. And that's how I racked up 100,000 miles in 2 years and 5 months, something like that, 2.5 years. So I mean, that's pretty much my 100,000 mile update. I have no issues with the car. I drive this bad boy every day to work on the highway, 80 miles per hour on cruise control, get 31 miles to the gallon. I love it. I love it. I don't understand why more people don't buy this car, because there is not another mid-size sedan that looks as good as this car. There's some that are faster. Oh, the car is not fast, but there's not another mid-size sedan that looks, even in factory form, that looks as good as what this car looks. Like I said, this car is not without faults, but once you start doing stuff to it, like for instance, put a little sub in your car, a little bit of power, all your plastics start to rattle. And about a month ago, my side mirror covers has started rattling when my bass hits. But I got some stuff in the works. I got some videos coming up. Like I said, I'm gonna have the video on how I'm going to attempt to fix the seat. I got some spacers in the mail, so I can start figuring out what specs I'm going to rebuild my wheels to, because, you know, I got a little bit of room to play with. Got a tad, just a little bit of room to play with. I'm thinking about taking the metallic vinyl wrap off the roof, but that means I gotta take my shark fin off. I mean, I gotta drop the headliner again. A bunch of little maintenance videos coming up. So I got a video that's gonna be on how to clean the AEM dry flow filter, the cabin filter. Just kind of, you know, little videos that will save you money from not having to pay the dealership doing that stuff for you, because it's quick and it's simple. I do need to take my spoiler king rear window spoiler off, because the tape, the 3M tape has started to come loose. So I do need to take this off, reheat it, remold it, and reapply this, because that's starting to look terrible, and I gotta represent them better than that. Slammed Enough Myrtle Beach is coming up in October. Slammed Enough Myrtle Beach. It's Slammed Enough North Carolina, but they're having it in Myrtle Beach. That'll be my first indoor event. So I have a bunch of cleaning and tidying up, make a couple of changes to the car. Before then, I need to reapply my duck bill. So I'm gonna get my boy Ayo, another slow 6 is his YouTube. I'm gonna get him. I'm not gonna have him help me do it. He's gonna do it. So I'm gonna have him reapply that, because his is perfect and mine is not. So I'm gonna let him do his widgetry and reapply that for me. So that's my 100,000 mile update of stuff that's wrong, stuff needs to be fixed, stuff that I plan on doing. So next week, the next couple of weeks, I might drop just a couple of maintenance DIY, you know, quick money saver videos for you. And then I need to start getting into kind of fixing up my trunk a little bit, so I may record a little bit. I want to redo my trunk, my setup, but I'll record what I do and I'll decide whether I drop it out piece by piece or if I just kind of make it a series that goes for a couple of weeks. But that's all I got for you. Y'all take it easy. If it helped you, if you like it, if you don't like it, I don't care. Like it. Like the video, subscribe if you're not subscribed, spread the word. I'm trying to make helpful YouTube to help the platform, because, you know, we ain't got it out there. So let's put it out there, share it with your people, let them know we out here. So with that being said, y'all take care, y'all enjoy y'all weekend that's coming up, and until next time, you know how we do it. Peace.